That's a really, really impressive win for our group. That's a good team we just played. Outside of our free throw shooting, I thought that we outplayed them in almost every category, and that's a credit to our guys. You know, we won the paint by 30 points. They're a team that scores a lot in the paint. We won the glass by a lot. We held them to 8 offensive rebounds. They've been a team that's been a really, really good rebounding team this year. I thought our group met the physicality that it took in this game, obviously keeping our turnovers down to 8 against a physical defense like that. It gives you a chance to win. And I'm just proud of the guys, because another night where we have different lineups, 6 guys in double figures. I thought a lot of people made big plays. If you look at that stretch in the fourth quarter, all the guys that are on the court, I mean, Keontae obviously had an exceptional game, but I thought Zay made some big plays. I thought Cody had some really, really good moments. I thought his defense on Jalen Green in the fourth quarter was good. I thought, that drive he had middle to get the layup was a big play for us. I thought Flip was solid. Walker controlled the backboard for the majority of the game. Guys like KJ who are new, like his physicality and athleticism really stood out tonight. I mean, I could go through every guy, but that's the second night of a back-to-back after losing last night, to come out and play the way they did. It just shows the character of the people in the locker room. I thought our fans were great tonight. It's amazing the support that we get night to night, and I think our guys feel that. I think they know and we know that the fans are in it with us, and was happy to get the win for them. So I want the guys to enjoy a day off tomorrow, and we'll be back to work on Monday.
There are nights when the youthful inexperience has hurt you, right? But this was kind of proof of concept a little bit. I wish you guys pull out this win and played well. As you as a coach, are those nights gratifying? Are they, kind of what are your emotions when it does come together on a night like this, and does it give you hope for the future?
Of course. The petty part of me is my first reaction is told you so, to everybody who talks shit all year. It's these guys are young and they're getting better and they're working really hard, and I have the utmost belief in them. I have the utmost belief in what we're doing. I have, I'm there every day. You guys are there every day. Like, you see the way these guys conduct themselves. You see the attitude and the spirit of the team every day. Like, I don't, outside of a couple of tough moments, I've never felt like, oh man, the guys are like in the tank and what are we going to do? But yeah, it is gratifying because I want that for them. Like, I want them to have nights where their work really shows, and all of the things they're doing to work on late game situations, all the things they're doing to deal with the learning moments on tough nights, like they face it. They come in the next day, they watch the film, they go through practice, they don't make excuses, they face what happened, and they just try to get better. And so to do it tonight on the second night of a back-to-back, and to do it against a good team, it does make you feel good. I'm proud of them, and I want them to enjoy it, and then we get back to work.
You mentioned Keontae's thing, there's 2 parts of it that I kind of want to talk about specifically. One turnover, and then his ability to get the free throw line and make all the shots. But how important are those 2 pieces particularly to this game?
They're going to be big determining factors in whether he plays well or he doesn't on a night-to-night basis. The pathway to, you had 30 tonight. I don't expect him to score 30 every night, but the pathway to 30 is hard without free throws. And he does a good job of playing with angles. He does a good job of getting people leaning, and then he plays in a straight line after it and doesn't let them get back in the play. But he and Isaiah, they are both young decision makers, and their ability to have nights where they take care of the ball collectively impacts our team in a massive way. It's not that they're the only ones that can have a turnover. We play a style where a lot of people touch the ball, but they're the two primary decision makers for us. And they know that, and they take that responsibility seriously. So to have a night where Keontae has one turnover, but also where they have 4 between the two of them, like, that's a really good number, because they turned in 16 assists. And so I'm really happy for Key, but I'm happy for he and Isaiah, like, as a young, tandem. They're both managing the decision making together, and it's nice to see a night where they really did a good job taking care of the ball.
Deontay, after the last number, kind of said that going and rubbing shoulders with all those guys really kind of opened his eyes a little bit of what he needed to do. Have you, I guess, how is that going to be helpful to him just being able to have that experience?
It's invaluable because you can talk about it all you want. You can say things all you want, but when you see it up close and you get to actually hear it from those guys, what their routines are, you can see how they carry themselves, you can see the mental and emotional energy it takes to be a star player in this league. It's not for the faint of heart. And if that's really what you want, you have to be able to embrace the fact that it's going to be really hard and it's going to be tiring, and there's going to be a lot of moments where you have to hide the fact that you're not having a great day. And I think that he got to go and experience the weekend, be around a lot of those guys, all of whom he has respect for, and based on Keontae's age, some of them he grew up watching. And so it's a moment that he'll always remember, and it also is kind of one of those probably energizing moments where you see, that's what I want. They have what I want. They are where I want to be. And anything that those, all-star level players say to a Keontae is going to hold so much more weight than something that I say, because they're living it. They're doing it. So it was a great experience for him. I know he had a really great weekend, and he definitely has come back refreshed and re-energized.
You seem to do a good job tonight of recognizing who is defending him and attacking that person specifically, whether he's driving around Jeff Green or bullying Reed Shepard. Is that just going through the batting order a few times, recognizing who's defending you, or do you have a report that they want to say this is how you do this?
I think it's been worked on. It's been talked about, but that's Keontae becoming more comfortable and more aware. I think sometimes in the NBA, the reality is they can score on anyone. The guys are all that talented offensively. But understanding which matchups may be more favorable, and then when I get those matchups, what is my advantage? Like you're saying, maybe versus Jeff Green, his advantage is the speed. Versus Reed Shepard, the advantage may be his physicality. But you could go through any player and you say, who am I, who are they, and you assess those things. And I think Keontae is getting better. That's a part of decision making. Because there's also the moments where you have to have the humility to say, I have a matchup where I think I could score, but he has a better matchup, and I've got to get the ball over there. And that's when you're really, I use the phrase with you guys a lot, thinking as a group. That's when you're really thinking as a group about where is the best matchup for us to get the highest quality look for our team.
KJ has usually backdooring guys. What's that mean, or is he just good at it?
He's good at it. And cutting, something we talk about a lot as a group, it's an innate skill that KJ had before he got here, and so he's fit in naturally to some of those spots. My favorite one was the Keontae gets blitzed, ball goes in the pocket to flip, and KJ cuts the corner and Flip throws him a lob. That play is something that read is something that we work on, but KJ gets the credit. He's been here. I don't think we've talked about that read since he's been here. We don't talk about every read every day, so that's all him. Thanks.